Tyler Henry contacted Michael Jackson about d.eath. February 19, 2018. Tyler Henry claims the late Michael Jackson came through to explain the final moments before his death. Michael Jackson. The Hollywood medium star sat down with the King of Pop's sister, LaToya Jackson, who wanted to ask questions about the Thriller hitmaker's death from acute propofol intoxication in June 2009, which ultimately saw his personal physician Conrad Murray convicted of involuntary manslaughter after administering the lethal dose of the painkiller. And after claiming to have made contact with Michael's spirit, Tyler promised the upcoming episode of his show will give his fans a deeper sense of closure about the Beat It singer's death. Tyler told E! News, "It's hard to even talk about this subject casually because he came through. It's still one of the most surprising, bizarre, surreal experiences in my life." He conveyed various messages, and I think LaToya was still very curious about the nature of what exactly happened to Michael in his final moments. There were some questions about the timeline as far as who was around at the time. And so Michael basically came through. To the best of my ability I conveyed the timeline of what I saw to be true as far as painting that picture. It just helped, I think, provide some validation for them, because there were some questions about were certain people in the room at the time or if there weren't. Things like that I think can really help people put things to rest. But especially when it's such a public figure, I think everyone who watches this episode will find a deeper sense of closure around Michael's passing as well. The 22-year-old star admitted he was surprised to find Michael a vulnerable and private presence, rather than a showman. He said, "What I thought was so interesting when Michael connected to LaToya was that I was kind of expecting Michael Jackson to come through like moonwalking with like a whole audience full of people and a lot of feeling of like celebrity. But when he came through he was quite the opposite. He came through very vulnerable, very private. He came across just like a brother trying to connect with his sister, and it really wasn't that different than if I were connecting any random person to their brother. And it was just really special because it showed universally these connections are all something we can relate to. And even if we're a celebrity in life, they still connect on a personal level on the other side." Tagged in LaToya Jackson. Michael Jackson.